By popular demand, I am sharing my spaghetti bolognese recipe. This is a minced meat pasta that is so good and I know you would love so much if you watch this video till the end. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tolani and I am Diary of a Kitchen Lover. Like I said, I'll be showing you how I prepared this pasta. So let me quickly run you through the ingredients you need to prepare this pasta. First, you'll be needing spaghetti. Yes, you can use whatever type of pasta you have in your possession. You would also be needing minced meat. I'm sure most of you know that I prefer minced lamb, so I am using minced lamb. I have my tomato blend, so it's just plain tomatoes. This is tomato paste also. I have my chopped onions. I have red bell peppers. I have yellow bell pepper. I also have some parsley, fresh parsley cut directly from my garden. I have garlic paste also. I have some spring onions for extra flavor. I also have some chopped pepper and some seasoning. You would also be needing some oil to prepare this meal, some parsley flakes for extra flavor, some cayenne pepper for extra hotness, and like I mentioned, some oil to prepare the meal. It is pretty easy. Like I said earlier, I'm using minced lamb. If you have minced lamb, it is perfect, but if you don't, just use normal minced meat. First, we're just going to boil our pasta. Add some salt into the boiling water. Make sure that whenever you're boiling your pasta, you already have a boiling water. Never boil your pasta from the scratch. Make sure you add your pasta into the boiling water. While the pasta is boiling, I'll just proceed to prepare the tomato sauce. For this recipe, you would need a pure tomato blend. If you can also buy the canned one also, that's fine. So just heat up some oil and saute your onions. I'm just going to add some spring onions for extra flavor. I love to use like natural herbs and spices for my food because it just gives it a totally different taste. So I'm adding some Scotch bonnet, some chopped Scotch bonnets now. And remember, whenever you're cooking, you are cooking on low heat because you don't want your food to taste too bland. Yes, high heat makes your food taste really bland, so cooking on slow heat makes your food taste really good. So you're just going to add your tomato paste now, and you're just going to allow your tomato paste cook for like 10 minutes before you proceed to add your tomato blend. Like I said, for your tomato puree, you can make yours by just blending tomatoes, or you can buy off the shelf. I prefer to make mine because I know what goes into my food. For the canned one, I am not so sure because you know it's a processed food already and I don't really like processed food. So this is the tomato blend that I blended myself. So I'm just adding the tomato blend now. I'm just going to give it a good stir and make sure that it is well combined with the rest of the ingredients. Up next, I'm just going to proceed to add some seasoning. I'm just going to stir this all up to make sure that it tastes fine. I'm going to also I'm going to have a taste to make sure that, you know, the seasoning is well distributed in the sauce. I'm just going to cover this and allow it cook for like 5 to 10 minutes while I proceed also to prepare my minced meat. So this has already been cooking and this looks good already. The oil has started to separate from the sauce itself. This is when you know you're good to go. So just set this aside and let's prepare the minced meat. So for the minced meat, I'm sorry you might be using a lot of pans for this, but it is totally worth it. It's different from the regular pasta you usually cook. So you just heat up a little oil, very, very little. Saute your onions. The reason why I like this recipe again is I get to use a lot of natural ingredients. So I have my onions, I have the spring onions again, you know, so I'm just adding this to it. So I have my fresh parsley again, you know, I already added some parsley flakes, so I'm adding some fresh parsley. This meal is usually really good because you get to like flex your muscles with the ingredients. So I've just added some garlic into the pan now. I'm just sauteing it and making sure that all the flavor releases into the oil. So I've just added some more Scotch bonnet into this. Now you can see how colorful and how good this really looks. So So I'm adding some more parsley flakes now. So the reason why I always add some parsley flakes, so this is also cayenne pepper. The reason why I always add parsley flakes is it gives my food a very beautiful look. A very, imagine you eating your pasta or your rice and you're seeing like really small chunks of grains and everything. I know you guys understand what I mean, but that is why I usually use it, apart from the natural and natural benefit of using herbs to cook. I have just added the minced beef now. I'm just going to ground this together and make sure that I have like really grainy beef. I'm also going to be adding some seasoning to the beef while I just keep mashing it until the color turns from this pale pink to like cotton brown. So you can see that the minced meat is starting to change color, and because this is a minced lamb, it's always very difficult for me to mash it just like I would have mashed the beef itself, but nothing spoiled. This is also fine. So I'm just going to add it into my tomato sauce now. So you can see how good my tomato sauce looks. I'm just going to add the minced meat into. You might want to ask, why didn't I just add the minced meat into the tomato sauce? Don't forget that the meat is raw, so you might want to cook the meat first properly before you add it into your sauce. Although I know some people just add it straight into the sauce, but I wouldn't advise that. So I'm just going to stir this all up and cover it and allow it cook for like 10 minutes again.
On the beat, Wingcraft.
The sauce is ready now. I think it's time to add the pasta. You can see how nice this really looks, and it's cooking on low heat. I'm just going to stir this all up to make sure that, you know, like I always say, all my ingredients are properly combined. I'm going to start by adding the pasta in bits. Make sure you don't add the entire pasta so that you can easily mix the pasta with the sauce. So I'll add the first batch, mix it with the sauce, and also add the second batch, mix it with the sauce until, you know, everything is, the sauce has covered the pasta properly. You understand? So this is what it looks like, and it looks really good. So I'm going to add some extra veggies to this. I'm starting with the red bell peppers. I would also add the yellow bell peppers. If you have carrots or whatever veggies, these are spring onions. If you have any veggies, broccoli and whatnot, you can add to it just to like spice it up a little more. I know you guys understand what I mean, but this was what I had in my possession when I was filming this recipe, and it also works. So I'm just going to cover this again, cook it on low heat for like 5 minutes, and I have my pasta ready. So my spaghetti bolognese is ready. My minced meat pasta is ready. It is so good. Like I always say, really flavorful, and it is worth trying, totally worth trying. So you're just going to just stir this all up and serve with whatever protein you want. For me, I don't like to serve with an extra protein because I feel the meat is enough protein, because for every bite you take, you are chewing your beef and all that. So it's a really good meal for your family, for your friends, for your visitors, whenever you want to throw caution to the wind and just eat and enjoy yourself, because this life is just one. Problem no the finish. I hope you guys like this recipe, and I hope you'll be giving this a try. If yes, please let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so you can get a first-hand notification for every time I drop amazing recipes like this. Thank you for your support, for your views and everything. You know, they say little drops of water make a mighty ocean, and I see all of you every single time. Thank you once again for watching. Bye.